Yeah. But I don't mind. I don't usually do the multiple gigs a night. I used to when I first started, but now I'm like, I like to stick around, talk to the other comics, talk to the audience, mingle a little bit, get feedback maybe. I used to do it. I used to do it as many times as I could. And there was always that stress that came with it as well. I was like, I've got to get up, I've got to do heads. And now I'm just old. And I feel old and like, I've got no fucking time for that. So if I get booked, I'll stay the night.
How old are you?
Well, not that old. 37, but
that's not that old.
in comedy years, I'm like 103, so...
Sure.
I'm dead in comedy years.
You can tell a difference between like someone that's like on it every night, 2-3 gigs a night. They're sharp.
Yeah.
They're
You can
ready.
tell who does it a lot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what we were talking about before. If you keep doing it and you're getting up as much as you can, overdoing it can be a bit... I think that gets a bit ego-y. You know what I mean?
But what's overdoing it compared to like someone in America, someone in New York? They're doing 9 gigs a night. We're like, we did 2. Oh, that's too much. We did 3. That's too much. They're doing 9, man. Like, what the fuck are we complaining
Yeah,
about?
but how good are all the sets though?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Like,
You're going to have at least 3 good sets. You know what I mean? Out of 9, even if it's a 30% hit,
3 out of 9 ain't better.
even if it's 10% better, it's still more work, you know what I mean? Like, it's still better for you to work on your craft.
Yeah, but do you think you lose, like Andrew's saying, you lose a bit of oomph, I think. If you're running around constantly, gig to gig to gig to gig to gig, you've got to lose some sort of... I don't know what the word is.
Yeah, but if you guys are just based off your material, then what the fuck's the difference? You're just going to come up there and just do your material anyway. You're just going to perform it. You're like an actor, pretty much.
Yeah.
You're not someone that's making up shit on the spot. So
If you do 9 gigs a night and you bomb 9 times, maybe just get rid of it. Like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, the material ain't working.
but you can afford to improvise like 2 or 3 of those gigs. And you can afford to build other skills that you wouldn't be able to make better.
So like what, the
Like you can do
work?
crowd work, you can do
Yeah, you guys like doing a lot of crowd work, like as in, I've seen you guys, you, Alessio, they do a lot of crowd work.
Fergus, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of crowd
Dan.
work, which is great. I mean, I'm not bagging that out. It's just, it's like, you know, it's like anything. I think you sort of got to get your material right first, then work on the crowd
Why
work.
do you have to get your material right? Crowd work always becomes before material.
You
As
reckon?
in, like, if you're doing a show, the first thing you start off with, if you're the MC, is crowd work.
That's not correct.
Why not? We're just going to get into material. Talk to the crowd first.
I reckon start with a joke. I reckon just to
So
get
you
them
don't
on
say,
board.
hey, how are you guys?
Oh, that, yeah.
So the
saying
first
that,
thing,
how are you? That's
first
not crowd
fundamental
work.
thing in stand-up is crowd work.
Yeah, but after you've done the he's all going.
Yeah, but you're just
that's
saying,
it.
hey, how are you all going? I like try to like make a fucking community where everyone knows each other, what they fucking do, and when they
Well, you're
leave.
not fucking building a house.
I'm fucking building a fucking house.
Who's the architect?
Mate,
Where's
The house
builder?
of laughter!
I'm Turkish, man. I'm here to not to take part. I'm here to take over. That's what I'm here doing. We're here to convert Greeks. That's what I'm here to
No,
do.
but this is the. So we just offended the Greek audience anyway.
Fuck the Greek audience, and if they listen to this shit, I don't give a fuck. They're going broke anyway. They can't afford to listen to this.
Oh God, here we go.
They're like, our economy's based off tourism. There's no tourism in COVID. What are they making their money off? I don't know.
Why aren't you using this shit on stage? You're fucking hilarious.
Gee, you guys don't watch me. That's the problem, man. That's the thing, yeah.
Every time I've seen you, just that's all I've seen.
Well, I don't know. I don't know when you're gigging. 'Cause
Karaoke.
I never know when you're gigging because you
Hold
called
him
me.
up.
I don't post my gigs, man. I'm not a guy who
comic.
posts his gig. Nah, it's a bit weird.
So how many gigs you doing this coming week? How many you got going?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I got opening for Her Huang and Sean. Diao, Sean Diao, crazy broken Chinese.
Yep.
Opening for that, and then Dirty, and then
And where are you doing that? The opening.
Voltaire.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like 6:30 on the 12th or something. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Why does it matter?
I don't know, fucking.
We can come down and see
Anyone's
you. Check
coming
you
to
out.
fucking see me, man. Just good luck, man.
You know, we'll come down and
you
see
can see
you,
Tom
support
Gleason,
you.
bro. You can see Tom Gleason fucking murder for 40 minutes, or you can see me attempt to fucking try and turn your life into fucking something funny, and me shit on you for like 35 minutes.
Why would you shit on me? I'm coming to see you, fucking.
Exactly.
What
That's
shit
what
on
you
me?
coming for. It's fucking the Rodney Root effect, bro. You're coming there to fucking cop it.
So everybody in that audience is going to cop it that night.
Not cop it. I'm honing the craft, but yeah.
So do you
I'll talk to them.
do you
Yeah,
watch
fucking
the,
for
do, you,
sure.
do you look at the room and go, okay, I can only push so far here, or I can only go so far here?
Well, it just depends on the person.
Are you
know,
prepared
look-
for the gig?
Huh?
Are you prepared for the gig?
What do you mean by prepared? Like I'm on time.
Material, I assume. You mean?
Yeah. What do you
Material?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
material.
I do
get
push
the
ups.
material.
Sometimes I do push ups.
I was gonna fucking wing it. Just some push-ups and get in there and see what happens.
Yeah, I do push ups for your kid. What are you, a pussy, bro? Fucking hell.
No, so you got a set that you go up and you do a clean little set that you just
I got some material. Yeah, I got some material. I write. Yeah, pretty much every day.
yep.
And yeah, I think you can develop everything, but
What's the last thing you've written?
like a joke.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Have a journal.
not a recipe.
Tell you the truth, yeah, I don't know how jokes fucking work.
This is how we.
I've got no idea.
no, I
I
know
swear to God, I have no idea. I got no idea. It's all good. It's all good. Just carry it. You'll be fine. I got no idea how it
I used
works.
to be a lead singer for us.
Yeah, just do a Freddie Mercury.
Nope.
Unscrew that one.
Fucking hell, I'm a carpenter too.
Yes, you did kill Jesus, but anyway. Bloody Turks.
The Turks didn't kill Jesus, bro.
That was-
What are you talking about?
Who knows? The book was written how long
was
ago?
I being
Who fucking
literal?
knows?
Yeah.
Merry Easter, everybody. This is our
Merry
Easter
Easter.
special, by the way.
Yeah.
Mashallah. I think that's good. I think you're good.
Cheers, brother.
I think you're good.
Oh, good.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll
So
see.
you've got written material. So
Honestly, I don't know how it fucking works, man. Because sometimes you'll just be sitting there and then in fucking traffic and
yeah.
something comes up and you're like, oh, where the fuck did that happen? You have no idea. It just happens. Bang.
Okay.
Just comes to your head and you put it together. And, oh, that's fucking funny. And
So do you scrap shit? Like you try it, if it doesn't work, you get rid of it.
bro, I'm trying shit fucking every time I speak, man. Yeah.
No, but this is my point.
Yeah,
as in,
yeah.
So do you have a set that you go, this is my set, this is what I'm working on, this is my 5 minutes, I'm going to tone that, tighten it, whatever, or do you just go, I'm going this way tonight, I'm going this way tonight, I'm doing, how do you do it?
Yeah. I'll like say, yeah, I'm just gonna. I always do jokes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna develop myself fucking fully. I'm not just sticking with one thing. Like, I'm trying to be like the best ever.
No, we're not
Like,
saying that.
I'm not just gonna be
I'm
a
just
single
I'm not just
round. I'm
asking,
gonna be a
like-
full round of comic. Yeah, I do go out and I do. Yeah.
Like we do a set, I do a set. My set's like, at the moment, it's about 7 minutes, and I know it's probably too long.
How the fuck do you
7
know
or
it's
8.
7 minutes?
So I time it. I fucking sit there and go, I time it. This is where I'm getting a laugh. This is where I'm not getting a laugh. This is where I need a laugh.
Chris,
You're the anti-comedian. I like this. It's everything opposite of what, like, I do this, and Adam's like, nah, fuck that shit.
I've
That's
read all
for-
those books and I'm
That's-
just like, fuck, like, you know,
No,
fuck
but it's not
that.
reading books. I mean, you just sort of you're putting your like you said, you're an actor. You're reading your lines, sort of
Yeah,
thing.
but are you an actor or a comic?
But what are we? You said we're actors.
Yeah, you guys are.
You're all fucking posers.
I'm the real thing, Dad.
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys wrote down the questions before you fucking came in here.
No, we don't. We don't plan
I
anything.
don't plan nothing, mate.
See, I'm prepared, man. Fucking hell. See what I did there?
No, I'm
I wrote
just-
that.
So by that logic, does that mean that like musicians are actors?
Oh yeah, one of those cunts that's fucking doing the album like 50 times. That kills you, man. How the fuck can you do a whole album? Yeah, this is great, and then just keep repeating the same shit over and over again.
What
You go
music do you
fucking
listen to?
crazy. No, I mean like when they go on tour. and they fucking-
No. What music do you listen to?
Oh, you mean like doing a set list? Like, if you go on tour, like, for a whole year, you do the
Yeah,
exact
you do the
same
exact
song.
same
Oh,
songs.
I see.
You know what I mean? You're
That's
right.
the
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, I can understand.
I could. Oh, you guys are musicians, yeah?
What music do you listen to? I'm curious.
Ahmed and the bitches. Shout out to the Turks out there. I don't know. Made that shit up.
Start World War One all over again. No, I'm not jumping into
I'm
that.
just doing Adam comedy, you know, just getting out there, just doing it.
Alright, if we jump into your Uber today, what would be on? What music would greet us?
Well, if you were in there, I'd probably try and sexually harass you, man.
Sounds like Uber.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, I just talk to him. Yeah, it's like crowd work, pretty much. I'm doing crowd work every time I'm in the Uber.
So, when you're actually in the Uber, do you actually try to do jokes and?
I'm fucking working when I'm in the
Yeah.
Uber.
I do that at work in the bar.
Yeah, well, no
I'll
one
just
asked
try
you,
shit
man.
out of it. No, they should because like I'm probably the best comic. So
Right, so if we started to GoFundMe
Yeah.
and we raised enough money for you to
Patreons,
go
do
to
Patreon.
whatever it is, if we raised enough money for you to go to School of Hard Knocks, would you do it?
No comment. No
Why?
comment. I got no comment, man. No, couldn't. No.
Why not?
Because it's one of the only gigs in town you can do. So what
Oh,
would you do it?
look, I'm.
How did you
I
get?
tell everyone.
So let me ask you one question.
I'm not anti-course.
Let me-
I'm not
just let me-
anti-course.
let me
I'm
ask you-
pro-course.
Hold on.
I am pro-course.
Pro course.
I'm
Comic?
pro-course.
Like, what the fuck are you? I've
What?
got no idea how you do this.
What? Do what?
Like, you don't prepare.
I prepare. Who
You
said I don't
just get
prepare?
up there. You
You
did.
just said
I
about.
didn't fucking say I don't prepare, cunts.
Didn't he just say that?
I thought I heard that.
You said you walk up on stage, you just do your shit, and
I feel like I'm talking to a dementia patient. Like, what are you?
I'm an enigma, bro.
I don't know how Tony Magnuson got the term
I
enigma.
know,
He's
he's
the
the
fucking
enigma.
enigma. Yeah. Tony, you've been stripped, buddy. Like,
no, but
No,
you said you go up on
seriously,
I
stage.
prepare. I write. I told you I write.
But this is my
write
point.
every
Have
day.
you got a 5-minute set, or how long's your set?
I don't know how long it's. However long the fucking they give me, is how long the set is. What do you mean?
so if someone told you to, okay, no.
Are you guys confused? Really? Is structure dictating your like?
No,
understanding?
okay, no. Let's put it this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. So Benny runs an open mic. He offers 5-minute spots. Andrew runs a semi-curated open mic, like Gorilla,
Yeah.
offering 7-minute spots. And then you come to my room and I'm offering 10s.
Okay.
You've got a gig each night. So let's spread them out. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you got a 5, 7, and a 10. How do you prepare for that?
Okay, so I'll probably do like 3 minutes of material at yours. Probably like 2 of crowd work. On his one, just 7 minutes of crowd work. At yours, I'll just do straight material.
Okay.
That was all. I don't know.
You fucking don't know what you're doing.
He's talking shit now.
Making it up.
He's making it up, he was.
I'm an enigma, baby.
Fucking wild card over here.
You know what you're getting, mate.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you ever done Raw?
Done raw? Yeah, I did it.
How'd you go?
Yeah, I did pretty well. Yeah.
Just do 1 year, or you did a?
No, I did 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, I don't like saying I did pretty well. I just, yeah, you guys are like putting me under the
Because
pressure.
you didn't, or
No, I
like,
just,
how'd
I
you
just
go?
fucking hate saying it.
Did you roll?
No, I just did well. I
Why?
hate saying that. It's fucking.
If you're funny, you're funny. If you're not funny, you're not funny.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know, man. Every time I say I'm doing good, I do shit. That's the thing. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, I got this down packed, I fucking suck the next bit. The next gig, I'm fucking horrible. I gotta like keep going at it. If you're not keep fucking.
Stop changing your set so much, fucking.
Nah, even if it's the same set. You can do the same set somewhere and fucking completely bomb.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
I always heard the rule of 3. Like you do the same set in 3 places. If it kills once and not the other 2, that's okay. There's something in it.
Yeah.
If you kill all 3, fucking wicked, or 2. But if you bomb all 3, then fucking
Get rid of it.
get rid of it, lose it.
Yeah, I got the mantra of like, if you like doing it, then doesn't really fucking matter.
Force it on the fuckers.
If you
I
like
think
doing
it's
it,
funny.
Just like
Sorry,
he does in his
matters.
Ubers, yeah.
that's the only thing that matters.
So how'd you get Sang's room at Voltaire, or what's his name? Sang?
I don't know, I've
Sang.
never met him.
Well, the guy you're doing
Sean.
Sean, sorry.
You don't know Sean Dial?
Probably seen him, I haven't met him, I don't know.
They just offered me a spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I
Did
tried
they
to-
run out of comics or?
I think so. You booked?
I don't want to do Voltaire.
You busy?
Fuck Voltaire. Why would I do Voltaire?
See, that's a fucking bad attitude.
Why?
That's a fucking horrible attitude.
I
Why
never-
you fuck
I've never
Voltaire?
done
That's
good in
that's some
Voltaire.
dumb shit. That's not their fault.
No, it's not.
That's your
But
fault.
I know in that room.
That's fucking retarded.
I know in that room.
That you don't do well. Yeah, that
Yeah,
means you're
so
a
why
one.
would I do
fucking-
it?
You're a one-edge You're a.
So why would I do it?
Nah, it's dumb, man.
And plus, I'm not
It's the
signing
only
up on a
room-
night and then
How
getting
many
on at
rooms can you get on
11:30.
that? How many rooms can you get on that are good? Why would you say no to fucking Voltaire? It's a good room.
Because I know my material doesn't go down well there, so why would I bother
It's two
driving
different
all that fucking
material.
way?
Well, all that way. It's in fucking North Melbourne. It's like the easiest place to get to. It's just off the
I live in
freeway.
Frankston.
And
I'm not driving an hour and a half to a gig to do 5 minutes,
an hour and a half
maybe
from
at
Frankston to
midnight.
North Melbourne. It's not
Maybe
oh, you
at
mean come back?
midnight.
Okay. Nah, it's booked, bro. It's not fucking what it was before.
Now it
You know,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, now.
These
Yeah.
people that say, "Oh, I don't do Voltaire,"
So
because
who's running it?
Oh, you got to figure that out yourself, bro.
No, I'm just wondering.
There's four of them around it. Four,
Yeah.
four.
Rowan Pickering? Is
Raywin,
that- Yeah, Raywin, sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Vasquez,
Yep.
Ben Searle, and Andrew Patelli. But you saying, "Oh, I don't do Voltaire," and I've heard it from your crew a couple of times, man.
Crew?
Yeah, you guys got a bit of a crew.
Who's
What?
I
Who's
don't know.
crew?
Yeah, you got you, Benny, Dan
I've never said
Kappa.
I wouldn't do Voltaire.
No, I
said-
mean, like,
I
there's
just
like a
said-
fucking lingering
I
thing
s-
in Melbourne comedy, like, don't do Voltaire. People are fucking
Who
stupid.
said? Who said?
you
don't
do
do
know
Voltaire?
there's a-
It
Who
is
said
going
don't do
around, but,
Voltaire?
like, he's just
do-
repeating what
do
someone
know
else is
there's-
saying.
There's
He's
a
just
thing
a
called the
fucking-
Voltaire
Nah.
click, right?
Yeah, you
Of
know
course there
this.
is.
So where the fuck did this crew thing come from?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you guys got like a little bit of a fucking crew.
No,
Like,
we
Death for
haven't.
Glory is like a bit of a crew.
No, it's not.
Of course it is,
I just
man. What do you
book
mean
good
no, it's not?
comics.
I support every room.
Yeah, but you guys, everyone's got like preferences of who they want to hang out with.
Not really. I'll
So
hang
you,
out.
you don't want to hang out with Jordy over me.
I'll hang out with
Of course you do.
anybody.
You
no,
guys
no.
are mates.
No, we
Fucking,
talk.
it's just normal. Exactly.
I've met Andrew.
When you
now.
go to a fucking gig,
if
you
I see
talk to
Andrew,
him.
I'll sit around and have a beer with Andrew.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
He's in your crew.
No,
Why are you getting so
true.
defensive?
I
Fuck,
know.
it's not a game.
Fuck it out.
But it is kind of like a game.
No.
I remember having a
like
conversation
that.
with George D. Morales about this, how, like, this is going back probably about 3 years ago now. And where were we? The Mad Dog? Was it Mad Dog Comedy?
Fuck it.
Yeah, that was loose.
That
was fucking
that
fun.
wrapped up before I started.
Yeah, and we were like talking about it, and like everyone had their. We were sitting there on a
Yeah.
couch together, and everyone had their little crew, and
That's
we
it.
didn't. And we were just like, are we like fucking lone wolves? And I was like,
Nah,
yeah,
you're
bro.
outcasts, bro.
Yeah, we're nah, fuck that shit. It's like everyone in the crew's like, fuck these two cunts. Like,
But there are crews.
But
Yeah,
crews
there
are
are.
But you,
There are.
you've got your
Natural.
crew. Like, wait a minute. You've got your crew. You,
I have a
Alessia.
crew. I don't have a
You,
crew.
Alessia.
You- yeah.
Fucking.
Did you hear that, boys? He's disowned you.
Yeah, of course he has. No, well, they disowned him. Anyway,
It is what it is.
you keep chucking it on the other person, but anyway.
I didn't say shit.
No, but everybody's got the group of people they
Everyone
hang out
does.
with.
It's just fucking natural.
But you've got to also be open to fucking everybody else.
I love everyone.
You know,
I was
it's
trying to
all-
hook up with Jordy Mitchell last week.
I mean, you know, seriously, like we haven't got a problem with anybody out there. But if our material's
I
not
think
going
you should.
if our material's
it's
not,
healthy too.
if our material's not
Shouldn't
going to
have a
work
problem
in,
with one person.
if our material's not going to work in that room, why would you do the material if it's not going to work in that room?
That's dumb, because that's
But
how you
why?
become a better comic. You're supposed to eat shit. Which part of not eating shit? It's like,
You're not-
why
you're
would I
meant
do
to
the
entertain
extra?
people.
Yeah.
You're supposed to eat shit. That's the only way you're gonna get better. Keep eating shit.
No. Look, you can fail. Yes, definitely. You're gonna bomb. Like I said, we all bomb. But in the same token, it's like if my material, I know my, you gotta start working out your audience too.
What's
I'm-
your audience?
There's an audience that's going to come and see you at some point.
Okay, have you figured it out?
I'm not saying no. I'm still working it out.
Yeah, so go to
But,
Voltaire, you'll find out.
But I know that.
Okay, so
but
that's
I've
what
been
I've
to
done.
Voltaire, and it doesn't work for me at Voltaire.
But where does it work for you?
You know, I'm just saying it doesn't work there.
But where does it work for you?
Doesn't matter where it works for me.
And he
I'm-
doesn't get gigs. But
Yeah, I don't go to gigs.
no, but okay. So
I just
exactly.
want to tell everyone I kill everywhere. So
You do. No, so exactly what you just said. I've done Voltaire a number of times, and I don't do well there, so they're not my crowd.
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta
It's as
figure
simple as
it
that.
out, bro. You just gotta figure it out. Honestly, do you guys agree with funny's funny?
Absolutely.
Oh, funny's
So
funny.
what the fuck's the matter?
There's
shit
some
isn't
crowds that may
If
not.
you can't do
yeah,
an inner city fucking
switch off.
comedy group in Melbourne, comedy room in Melbourne, you're useless. That's the fucking reality. If you can't do inner city Melbourne, if you're not fucking adept to like doing like
All right. Well,
not
then.
woke stuff, but like stuff that is gonna make them laugh, then you're fucking useless in this town.
Why?
Because that's the market.
Why is
The
that?
whole
That's not-
market
That's
is
not
that.
the only market, mate.
But that is the
You're
majority.
fucking living in some little fucking fucked up world, bro. Now you've pissed me off.
He is. He's
Why
the
don't I piss you off?
president and curator
Why
of
don't I
his
piss
own
you
fucking
off?
world.
Fucking, that's not the only
It's
market
because
out
you're
there, bro.
Turkish.
But it is the main market in the Melbourne city.
Not necessarily.
In Collingwood, that's the
Not
market.
necessarily.
In North Melbourne, that's
Not
the
necessarily.
Okay, what is then?
Not necessarily. You got fucking markets all over the place. If I'm going to go for a fucking WOG market, that's my market. That's one market. If I go for a fucking rich upper class market, that's another market. I go for an Asian market. I go for a fucking Turkish market. So on and so forth. There's fucking 100 markets out
Yeah,
there.
but you got to be able to do all of them.
Not
that's-
necessarily,
You
bro.
don't.
No, you do.
No, you don't.
That's how you become good.
No, you don't. I can tell you that.
So you think just stick to one? You think I'm just going to do comedy in Broadmeadows for the rest of my life?
No, I'm not saying that.
No, you probably get stabbed.
Yeah,
No,
probably.
you wouldn't. You're the king.
I'm saying
See,
anybody
overthrow
once
government.
once they hit a certain level, and you'll agree with this now. If you hit a certain level as a comic, and you get to that people get to know you, and you're doing fucking, so let's say movies or whatever, as a progressive comic,
I would love to see you in the
you
movie.
can
by
hit
the way.
any room anywhere in the world, and you'll get a laugh because they know you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same as music.
You walk
Yeah,
into a
yeah,
room,
yeah.
they're going to see the character. They're not going to see the fucking material this guy does.
Husey walks into. I've seen him walk into a room. And he's done
Absolutely.
mediocre material at best, and it's still got a massive laugh because it's Husey.
Yes.
You know, and nothing against Husey. He's fucking
Absolutely.
great.
When
but
you get to that point,
yeah.
there's a point when you become that comedian, it's that propels you. It's not necessarily the material that propels you.
All I'm saying is, if you
That's
guys
what I'm
don't
saying.
do Voltaire, you're missing out.
Are you
That's just all I'm
inviting us to
saying.
Voltaire?
I
We
don't
can-
run a gig there.
Well, no.
But I'm saying you shouldn't have that
We will
thing
bring
of...
our crew on bikes or BMX bikes or whatever and come down there and we'll park them all together and
You can do what you want, bro.
Sip an almond latte on a
yeah, I
fucking
know.
push
Bro,
bike.
I run a room in Collingwood. Yeah? Collingwood is the most progressive place in like, Australia.
That's changed, bro. I had dinner there on Saturday night. Collingwood is changing so much. There's so much money going into that area now that the actual crowd's going to change. In the
You don't
next,
think it's progressive?
to a point.
You don't think it's the most progressive? I'm across the road from Circuit. Like
Yes,
the
sir.
gayest bar in Australia.
That doesn't mean shit.
Like, literally, it is like the gayest end of all
what's
the
that,
thing.
What's that
Like,
got to do with anything?
What I'm trying to say is, if like I do my material there.
What?
Yeah, but are those people coming in? You know it's a separate establishment, right?
No, they still come in. Of course they come in.
People
Yeah,
from
people.
Circuit
Yeah,
come in.
yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah. That we do on Thursdays. We get They do Thursdays across the road, and then we get people in. Yeah, heaps of times. So I'm trying to just fucking work everyone. I don't give a fuck who it is. I'm trying to fucking I don't care if these people are from fucking the inner city, from Dandenong. Have you guys done the Mount Dandenong gig? Have you done country gigs yet?
Yeah.
You done that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you go?
Good.
Yeah, it's good, right? But it's different.
But
You gotta learn
different.
how to fucking work them too.
Absolutely, I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with crowd. What I'm saying is, you've got to find the crowd that's going to like your fucking material to a point. There's some crowds that just do not.
Yeah, but you don't have that luxury.
Yes, you do.
I don't even
Of
have
course
that
you do.
luxury. No one's
Because
got that
if you-
luxury.
if
'cause
you're-
no
if
one
you're-
gets gigs. Like, it's like we don't have the luxury.
Well, who the fuck
You know
comes
what
to
I
see if you do a comedy fest show?
I don't know. I haven't done one.
Well, no, but I mean,
I don't
like,
fucking know.
if you're doing your own show, people who know your stuff would come to see you. You're not relying on randoms to come through.
Randoms will come to your show. If you put a show in Melbourne Comedy Festival, randoms would have to come. How many people do you know?
No.
I'd say
Probably
you
not
do a
50
show
people.
outside a comedy festival, randoms will come to your show, I reckon.
Yeah, if you run a room, you
Yeah.
hope randoms come.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my point. If you can do Voltaire, which gets like 30 people on a Friday night, well, would anyone in this room say no?
I've done it like a
Yeah.
couple of weeks. Oh, well, a couple of weeks,
Why would
probably
you
a
say
couple of
no?
months ago, actually. But yeah.
It's a good room. It's a fucking good room. It's an attainable good room. We don't have fucking options. How many rooms can we get? You can get Bendy. You can get. I can't even think of another one.
When are you doing Bendy?
Probably never. But
Another person you've pissed off.
I'll make some calls.
No, it's all right. I did
I would
dirty.
love to see you
So
do
what?
bendy.
Bendy, dirty. What else can you guys get? What other gigs do you do?
No, I'm curious
Death or Glory?
what gigs you can do.
Probably the same as you.
Well, you've already said
Voltaire?
you won't do Death or Glory.
Oh yeah, well, I coach on Tuesdays. Can't do Tuesdays.
What a cop out. What a fucking cop
He
out.
coaches
I hate
comedy.
the cops.
This is how you do it, boys. I'm telling you, just get up there and just talk, and this is how you do it.
It's great. Communication's key.
Go.
Yeah, so I just don't. But that idea exists in Melbourne comedy, and I think that's fucking. It's stupid. People that say, "Oh, yeah, I don't do fucking Voltaire."
I'm saying I wouldn't do Voltaire. I just don't think my material would stick at Voltaire. That's all I'm saying. It's not that I wouldn't do Voltaire as a room. I'll do it. But if I know I'm going to go in there and I'm already thinking that this shit ain't going to work there, I don't want to change. I'm not going to go up there and do crowd work like yourself. That's what you like doing. You like crowd work. And that's your whole set, crowd work.
It's not my whole set, but it can.
Majority of your set.
Be. It can be, yeah.
You know, the hello and thank you very much is written down, but everything else is just
It's your notepad says hello.
yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, I've got to say hello now. He's going. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you'll do that as a thing. Whereas if my set's my set, I'm not going to change my set. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. It's just
It's not that I don't want to
just don't-
do.
yeah.
It's not that I don't want to do their room, but
how,
it's.
how many times do you think gigging a week is a healthy amount? Like, how much would you gig a week?
No, I think you got a gig.
How much? How many times?
Oh, well, I think at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Like,
Absolutely.
How good do you reckon you're gonna be at 2-3 times a week?
I don't know. Fucking as it's
Like,
all
where
to
do
do
you
with
think
your
where do you
material.
think you're gonna get to? Like, what's your like? Sorry. Well, why are you doing comedy?
Comedy, like everybody.
Yeah.
Why are you doing comedy?
Because I want to be the best.
A comedy.
Yeah.
So you reckon Melbourne's going to get you, propel you that far
That's my only option.
that
right
you're
now.
going to be the number one turkey in Melbourne for fucking comedy?
I'm gonna be the best.
The best.
Best.
I hope so.
Thank you.
I hope so.
But that's why I'm doing it. Like,
hope so.
what are your motivations for doing it?
I love comedy. I want to write better comedy. I want to write skits. I want to do videos. I want to do films. I want to do all that sort of shit. And it's not just all about just I'm getting up on a mic every night. You've got to actually branch out. I think.
No.
Pull that one back quickly. No, you got to branch out. I think you got to branch out. If it's just one thing you're thinking about, it's not just open mic. There's got to be a lot of things that you want to do. You know what I mean? So if you're just going, I'm going to be the best comedian. There's a lot of fucking comedians out there,
Yeah.
and it's like being like I've said this before. It's like being a bikie. You're a 1%er.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
It's
very
fucking true. I don't care what
Um,
anybody says.
Yeah, luck helps as well as being good.
Luck.
Definitely helps. Marketability helps.
Knowing people.
Knowing people help.
Yeah,
all of it
definitely.
help, like any industry.
They're all
Like any
factors, man.
industry.
Yeah, but isn't the most important one that you're good?
Of course, like you need
Yeah.
a base of being
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you don't have to be
Absolutely.
great. And you know this. You don't have to be great
You
at
don't have to
something.
be fuck, especially musicians. You don't have to be the fucking best
No.
musician to be huge. Same with comedy. You don't have to be, especially like looking at that festival guide. You don't have to be the best to get a fucking push. Like you just look at it and you go, really, that cunt? Okay.
You just need money for a spot.
Why are you doing comedy?
I love comedy. Love making people laugh.
But like, and you want to gig like 2-3 times a week?
Well, that's all I can do at the moment. And I don't... Well, I'd probably be doing more if we had actual sign-ups back again, like Gorilla. You know, you could
So
sign
what would
up at the
you?
end of
What
the
would
night.
be your ideal amount of gigs that you could do where you could say, "Oh, I'm getting better."
Well, you get better or worse with every gig. You're only as good as your last gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. But what's the like? Is there a number associated with that, or
No.
it's?
I don't think there's a number.
No, I don't think it's a number. It's just experience, really.
Yeah.
It's just you can do it like 12 times a week or 20 or whatever.
Okay.
You could do it 3 and still be just as good,
Yeah.
depending.
Hang on.
You know? Depending.
Let's look at it this way. Take one of the gig pigs, you know. Like, anyone, name one.
I don't have to, but yeah, go on.
Alright, so you take one of these...
career.
Alright, so you take one of these gig pigs that say that they've done 300 gigs this year. or
That
last
did
year,
more
whatever the
than
fuck
that.
it is.
Yeah, that did more
okay,
than that,
but
yeah.
whatever
Probably like 1,000.
whatever they do.
But do you think it's just the? I know what you're going to ask now. Do you think it's just the gig, or is
What do
it,
you
or like Andrew said, you're promoting yourself, your product. You are the product.
And do you get better with every
so,
gig?
I don't understand that question.
What do you mean you don't understand the question?
I didn't understand the question. Can you say that again?
God, fuck me.
I didn't understand it.
Fuck me. It's a product. You're
He
selling.
might, he's Turkish.
It's a product. You're selling a product of yourself.
That wasn't a question.
What's the question? What don't you understand?
You were asking me a question and you just said it's a product. What was the question?
The person itself.
Can I finish my point?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, because that wasn't what I was going to say
sorry.
at all. No, so you take someone, you take someone who does 300 gigs a year.
Yeah.
Let's average that out as
One a day.
2-3 a night or whatever.
Nah, it's not
Because they
2-3.
condense them.
That's not 2-3 a night. 300 gigs. That's 350 days in a year.
Yeah, but how many Sunday night gigs do we have? And like, anyway.
yeah.
So the last time I remember someone posting up they did X amount of shows was 300 last year. So you take that person who does that, who's been doing comedy for 5 years, you have no idea what the quality is of each set, and then you take someone like Catsy or Wayne House, who's been doing it 20 plus years, who gig maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and fucking crush every time.
Cats
Who's
does
the
not
better
gig
comic?
once or two a week. Cats gigs every night.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Cats gigs every night.
Now through bloody now through.
I've booked him for he's on like multiple on.
Yeah, but
stuff
now
I've
through
booked
the
him on.
comedy festival, yeah, he'd probably do
No,
a shitload.
Not comedy festival, just week to week. Everyone books Cats. He's on every night, nearly.
Hang on, okay.
That's why he's one of the best.
Okay, let's use Wayne House then. Just an example.
I don't know enough about Wayne House, but yeah.
Okay, but he's been doing 20 odd years, arguably one of the best comics in Australia.
Yep.
He gigs maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Isn't he at the Rubber Chicken like every night?
No.
Does he work there?
He works there, but doesn't mean he's on every night.
You work there. What did you do?
Bartender.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought he gets up every time he's there. Okay. I don't think he gigs once or twice a week. I think he gigs more than that. Like when he's like legit, I need to make a show. I need to fucking, work. Gigging every night.
You're missing the complete point. I'm taking someone who everyone knows who isn't a known gig pig doing 3 sets a night, doing 3 5-minute spots a night. Someone who does an actual fucking set when they do a set, not open micer, not sign up.
Also with someone like, say, Wayne House or whatever, even Cats, like, it's so ingrained in them, they're so fucking good.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like training, for lack of a better word. They've done the hard yards.
Yep.
That, like, it's just in them. They could probably write a joke, like, within the day and still kill with it because they know the timing, they know the inflection, they know everything about comedy. They're so fucking good. And that's baller. That's, like, the top tier.
How do you think Cats got to that level? You don't think he was gigging 5-6 times a night in England, London?
It probably
and that?
was.
No, it probably was. I'm not disagreeing with
Yeah,
that.
so don't you feel like we have to go through that too?
It probably was.
You do and you don't.
So
Whatever
you
works
don't
for
think
you.
you have to go through that?
There's no right or wrong in comedy. It's
No.
whatever works for you.
When I look at the best, like currently, I look like Andrew Schultz, Ronnie Chang. Yeah, those two. I've seen their schedules.
But
They
why?
both do.
Okay. Andrew Schultz. Why? Why Andrew Schultz? Was Andrew Schultz found a medium, which is his little videos, right? And he said this. And you can watch all these fucking. I've watched all these bloody. All right, and he's done his videos in short progressions. He doesn't like doing a whole hour set like say your Rogan or fucking your whatever Bill Burrs and that.
Yeah.
So he's basically just fed that monster of social media. He did.
Yeah. So what's your point?
You know?
Right time, right place. The same with
Absolutely.
like That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah.
reckon. That's what
Absolutely.
I reckon's
So
blown
what do
the
you-
fuck.
It's like Dane Cook.
He blew up in his
He
time.
blew up in his.
huge.
Do you know who Dane Cook is?
I know Dan Cook.
He
Yeah.
got huge.
He was massive.
Yeah.
But
Where is
what was the point? What was the
where
point
is he now? He's died out slowly. It's like anything. It's at that right, like you say, right time, right place, and when they're pumping that person, feeding that fucking animal out there, that's where you start to elevate yourself.
Yeah, but my point is, he gigs like 7 a night. He does 5 to 7 a night. Like he goes out
Because he's got a product, and the product. That's what I was trying to say about product.
Oh, he's got a
The
product.
product is him,
Yeah,
and
it's
if he
established.
doesn't do it, He disappears. He's gone. We go, oh, Andrew Schultz. Where's Andrew Schultz?
Where's Rodney Rude?
Yeah, where is Rodney Reed? Is he still alive?
I don't know. Actually, it's a good fucking question.
Back to my point.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, there you
That's my
go.
point. Ronnie Chen writes down, yeah, he does 5 a night.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and that's how he becomes the best. Like he
Yeah.
gets 5 good gigs a night. He fixes whatever this is. And I've seen Andrew Schultz. Forget the crowd work. His material is fucking excellent.
Absolutely.
Like amazing.
I don't disagree with
It's
that.
fucking top end. And I'm like, if they're doing that and that's the formula to do it,
But do you think that's just that's the only
I think that's
true
everyone's
and
formula,
right?
man.
You reckon?
Everyone's.
Okay.
If you want to be well-rounded, if you want to be an all-rounder, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just asking. So we all should be driving Fords and nothing else.
What does that mean?
Like one formula works for everybody, and that's it.
Oh.
And that's my point.
Well,
That's
Fords hardly work at the best of times.
All I'm
so
saying
probably
is-
should have Toyota.
Didn't get close
You
down.
gotta get in the vehicle. That's you gotta keep going. Doesn't matter what you drive.
Yeah, but what?
You just gotta keep
But,
fucking.
but like Jordy said, nothing's wrong in comedy. Whatever you're doing, whichever way
Yeah.
you're trying to get in there and become elevated as a comedian, there's nothing wrong that you do.
Let's put it this way. All right, let's change this. Let's change this thing.
Do you want to do a split bill sometime?
Split bill.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta be open, man.
What would you say no to me and yes to Voltaire? Yeah, no. Let's do a split bill. I reckon that'd be
Nah,
fucking
we're good.
hilarious.
We're good. I'm trying to teach someone to Benny.
Teach me. Okay, cool. Yeah. Absolutely.
What it is what it is. Fucking what? You're not open to it? Of course
I'm,
you are.
I'm always open to shit.
We don't have beef. All right. So we're
See,
gonna start something right
see
now.
how you shit at the end of that? I'm always open to shit. Go.
If you're a painter, let's just say comedy's art, right?
Okay, yeah.
Comedy is art, right? If you're a
It's
painter,
entertainment. Yeah.
What sort of painter? House painter?
it's art. You would say it's art.
Or
It is not
artiste.
art. Do you guys agree that comedy is art?
It's an art form.
It's an art
It's an
form.
art form. Yeah, it's art. So a painter, if you saw a painter and they painted 5 minutes every single day, or 4.5 minutes every day,
Yeah.
would you call them a painter?
Well, it depends how good the quality of the artwork is. You
But-
could doodle
but he just
something
gets a
every
thing and he
fucking
just-
day.
5 minutes and he just draws something.
I could draw a stick figure and that'd be
You'd say
technically
at
art
least
every day. Doesn't
you
mean
got to
it's
put
good.
in like 40 minutes a day,
What
right?
the fuck's your point?
That's what I mean. Like you got to at least fucking draw something. You can't just like.
No, you don't. No, some people can't. Like,
Do you understand what I'm
some
saying?
people
You
sit
know
down
what
for
I'm
2
saying?
But no,
hours
no,
a day
so
and
for a minute.
write.
Yeah.
He's actually fucking his own
I
fucking
know he is.
statement.
It's
here.
hilarious.
This is what makes me laugh. He's actually saying, as a painter, you've got to write for 5 minutes or paint for 5 minutes. But then you're saying, well, I don't need I'll just do I won't have any material. I'll just say whatever's on the fucking
But
cover
I'm
there.
still painting.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm just not taking that painting with me, unless I've recorded it. Yeah, I'm just throwing the painting in the fire.
No, you're not. You're doing it live to people, and they're
Yeah,
soaking
and then
in
it's
the
gone.
bullshit
It's in the
you're giving
abyss
them.
after that. After that, it's not going to be used for anything else. Does that make sense?
Wouldn't you want to be
But the skills are going to
remembered
be
as
there.
the best comic on that night?
I record
So
all
you
myself.
build a following?
on the night. Nah, I don't give a fuck about that. Nah, I give a shit about that.
I could be wrong. I could be really bizarre here and a bit too old school, but I'll write a joke.
Yep.
Stay with me. I'll write a joke.
Sorry, can you explain that idea to...
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head. I'll write a joke or maybe several in 4 minutes, and I'll test it out in as many rooms as I possibly can. Maybe not all in one night, but
Yep.
like as many rooms as I can possibly get up. And if it works 98% of the time, that material's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's A grade, and I'll keep using that until I don't know, if I do a special or I film it and put it online, whatever.
Yep.
Yep.
Like that material is A+. If it gets a big laugh, there's like a system. You get like there's B grade material, which I've got as well, which you go, I'll slide it in between 2 killer jokes.
See how it
And
works.
C grade material is a build up to something like an A grade material.
Yes.
It's better. But I'll write these jokes and I'll consistently do it as much as I possibly can. And if it's got a 98% strike rate, then that's in my fucking catalogue.
Absolutely.
And then I'll move on to new material. And then I'll move on to new material. And I'll move on to new material. That's just where I'm at. That's my, and I will try and do as many rooms as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I will, because I don't like. Yeah, I know what everyone's saying here is like there's certain rooms you like, because I'll change my set. I'll do, say, maybe a Voltaire, or I'll do a Death or Glory, or a Dirty Secrets, and I'll go, this joke might not work there because I know the demographic or the crowd, so I'll do this set instead, or this joke instead. Like, I like to write so many different jokes to cater for different crowds and stuff like that. Unless it's an hour show, then it all fucking goes in.
Yep.
But I understand what everyone's saying. But you're right. There is no right or wrong.
No.
It's how you get there. It's the. It's like going against acting. They say it's about the journey, not the destination. But in comedy, it's kind of a bit of both.
Yeah.
But I agree. I agree with like everyone's making some good fucking points here. That's just where I'm at. I'll write a joke and test it as much as I can, and if it keeps working, it's fucking gold.
Why are you looking through him? Fucking he's teaching you something now.
I would have wasted 30 seconds. I'm like, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Adem cops that a lot, but it's usually 5 minutes.
Ah?
Adem usually cops that saying a lot, but it's added with 5 minutes. Okay, so with that principle,
Yeah.
so I printed shirts for Death or Glory. I organised the stubby holders and air fresheners for the Ballsout podcast. Does that mean I'm a merch company then?
You own half this company? No, you don't own any of this
No,
company.
no.
You won't shit.
No. So
You don't even own this podcast.
So let's say we printed T-shirts for
Yeah.
Balls Out
Yeah.
podcast instead of stubby holders and air fresheners, right?
Yes.
And I sent them away, designed them. Does that mean I'm a clothes designer now because I got 2 shirts done?
If you design clothes, you're a clothes designer. Are you selling it?
You're hurting my head. I don't know where to go with this. I really don't.
What's
so
your point?
I guess
What's your
I'm an
point?
artist now because I've got a lot of doodles at home in my notebook,
How many have you drawn?
just drawing
Yeah,
shit.
but he's saying it's not his craft. If it's your craft, you're going to learn your craft. You agree with that?
I reckon everyone's tuned out by now.
Oh, they have. Adam killed it. I'm joking.
I reckon Richard Pryor is the best comic that ever fucking lived.
no,
I reckon, in my opinion, the best.
Don
I think
Rickles,
people
Don
want to hear
Rickles.
this. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right,
Don
Don
Rickles.
Rickles.
I
Good.
think I think people want. Isn't this what this podcast is about? Talking about comedy.
I got Bill
Absolutely.
Burr.
Absolutely, we talk about comedy.
Bill Burr's the best of all time, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, no. He's good, but he's not the best.
Yeah, I would say the best. I think he's very good. Like,
On the spot, what Adam...
Chappelle's up there.
What
Chappelle's up
Adam,
there.
what Adam wants to be, he wants to be a Robin Williams on the spot.
Fucking insane.
What, buying jokes off people?
Yeah, probably.
Might need to fill an hour, buddy.
That's why I'm going to Death or Glory. So yeah, no, that's good.
So, what was your question? You were asking a question. Yes, this podcast is about comedy.
Yeah.
And when,
Yeah, why is Adam on then?
I don't know. I needed the aircon filled later on. My Arab guy's
need a
not
lift.
around. My Arab guy's not around.
Oh, fuck.
So what?
Go. Come on, Adam.
All right, let's ask the real shit. How far do you think you'll get in comedy?
I don't know. It's a journey. It's a progression.
All right, well, let's change that up. Where do you want to go?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Me, I just want to write. I want to write and hopefully, get something out of that. And it's not all just about doing stand up all the time. It's not about always doing rooms. There's more. There's more than one form of fucking comedy out there.
Yeah, you want to do sketches and...
Absolutely.
There's also a different way of making it as a comedian
Yeah.
as well. Like some famous comedians on this wall have found other avenues and then came back to it.
Absolutely.
It's just the reality of the world. Like,
Yeah, like Connolly did, movies and books
yeah,
and shit.
yeah. And then got to, like, Ricky Gervais had never done really, as far as I'm aware, stand up, but then he did like his own show and blah blah blah, and then he went to what he really wanted to do, which was stand.
Stand up, yeah.
So you just want to write for?
Yeah, I want to write. I've written skits and stuff that I've written. I've actually written a bloody show that I want to put out there, and I'm still deciding: do I make it? Do I get somebody
Can
to
you
make
write
it?
a bit for Adam?
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I need writers.
Don't a bunch of comedians write for the project? Like,
So I think so.
I think it's comedy. I don't know. I don't watch it,
I
but
don't watch
like,
I watch it every week, every day, man. That's me.
but yeah, apparently the whole
lead
writing
on,
team's
Leon.
Of
comedians.
course they are.
Like their whole team is comedians, so
Yeah.
they do stand up and they write for the project.
absolutely
But
good,
they're-
but that's their job. That's what
Well,
they're
that's
doing.
it.
They're getting paid for it. Good on
and it's
them.
still in the world of comedy.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Where do you want to go, Jordy?
I'd love to make a living out of it.
Yeah.
One day.
What's a living?
But is it all monetary? If it's all monetary, you're in the
Isn't that
wrong.
what you just said?
No, but I'm saying I'm asking you now.
just said that.
If I could make it a job,
He just said that.
if I could make it a job, as in quit my day job,
Yeah.
do it professionally, like a Doug Chappell or
Yeah.
someone else, that fuck yeah, that'd be the dream. Imagine doing
That's
this
the
for a
dream.
living.
That's the dream.
You'd have a podcast on the side. You'd do
Raise revenue that way.
whatever the
Sponsorship,
fuck you
whatever.
want.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as you're free at that,
Booking shows.
8 o'clock to 10 o'clock slot every night
yeah.
that you need to do. Living life.
Even like writing for shows and stuff on the side, that'd be fucking pretty sick.
Yeah.
That'd be good. As
Radio,
well as doing
I'd love
stand
to get on
up. As
radio,
well as doing
that'd be
stand up.
good. Radio would
And
be a
it's,
good
and,
gig.
it's, and it's also changed. Australia's changed. Like, there's no shows. We've talked about this before. There's no actual shows on TV anymore.
Yeah.
There's no.
It's all rebought, recycled
You know,
shit.
yeah.
Or
Have you been
reality
paying attention
crap.
as well?
Yeah.
You know, that's
Love Island or whatever the fuck they're doing.
But it's not really a skit show. Have you been paying
I
attention?
thought a skit show.
It's just a couple of comedians sitting there and just
Dissecting news.
yeah.
You would
dissect.
remember the glory days. I remember this. I grew up the fucking glory days of Fast Forward and Comedy Company and Full Frontal and all this.
The big
fuck.
gig, all
the
that,
big
yeah.
gig. What a fuck. Yeah.
That was like that was comedy at its peak, at its like fucking. Like all these guys now,
So good.
and you see all these guys coming back now. You know,
Yeah,
Stubbsies and all them. They were part of all that. You
Andrew
know?
Goodone as well. Fuck, he was a
Oh,
big
massive.
gig, wasn't he? He was on the big gig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's on
yeah.
massive.
Comedy's better now or worse than it was in the.
I think
whatever time
I think
you're
it's
talking about.
I think it's limited.
You don't know because you can't see it all. There's that many avenues to watch stuff
Yeah.
on.
I
It
reckon
can't
It's
be
pretty
everything.
viewable.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
No, exactly. It's too viewable.
yeah,
So like, you could I don't know. So you might be a YouTube only comic, right? So you go do gigs and you only release them on YouTube, whereas Benny might pick Instagram,
yeah.
Andrew might pick
TikTok.
whatever. I might do all my shit through Facebook. You know what I mean? So the people
And
would
there's no
only do
mystery of it anymore. And I was talking about this with a couple of my mates. When I used to go see movies or go see a comedy show, fuck, I'm going to see that guy. Like, I'm fucking revving myself up. Fucking yes, this is awesome, you know. I'm going to... Now it's like Jordy said, it's accessible, it's here.
Yeah, the internet's fucked.
Boom, boom, boom. I can see all his shit and then I go to the show and go, this is fucked. I won't enjoy it because I've heard everything. Whereas if I'm part of that, I go to see the show, I'm part of that mystique, that flavour of it. And I think the internet's killed it. It is killed.
Has the internet killed or have podcasts killed it?
Nah, the
Because
internet.
I think Dave
Internet.
Chappelle still has that effect. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do any podcasts. He doesn't do nothing. And
Dave Chappelle's a brand, bro. This is what we were talking about before. Doesn't matter what Dave Chappelle did at this point in time. I sold a fucking Ford. People would fucking buy it.
True,
but
yeah.
I
Because
think
it's
the
Dave Chappelle,
podcast like waters down the comedy.
No.
No,
You don't
because
think
we're
so?
not doing material. We're talking about comedy.
Yeah, but when I listen to Joe Rogan on his podcast, and then when I watch his stand-up, I feel like it's just an extensuation of the podcast.
Some people
Yeah, it
do
might
better
be.
podcasts and shit comedy and vice
So,
versa.
but
I've seen
the
some,
only-
you know.
The only one that doesn't do any
Thanks, bro.
podcast.
Oh, no! It sounds like I'm fucking me having a go. You know?
It's like you mentioned Ricky Gervais before.
yeah.
I'm a massive fan of the Ricky Gervais show, like the
Same.
original thing.
Yeah, the
A
original.
lot of those premises that got talked about
Yeah.
on the podcast turned into bits in like humanities, science.
Yeah, yeah. And it was the animation
animals,
with
all sorts of
yeah,
shit. Yeah, and then it got rebooted
And
as
re-
an animation.
Yeah.
But a lot of that shit, and vice versa, like got mentioned. He'd talk about his shows, and little
Yeah.
interactions and shit turned into bits later on. But I think the internet's killed everything, and I noticed this when I was playing music like 15 years ago or something. Like you could release a single and a film clip for it, and let's say you still live in Turkey, we're coming to Turkey to do a tour.
Yep.
You and your mates could look up the music, decide whether you like it or not within 30 seconds. You may have heard of the band from Andrew, who lives in Australia. I was like, bro, check this out. And then before we even get to the fucking airport to get on the plane, you've already heard our music and decide, nah, I'm not going to go Saturday night. You know what I mean? It's accessible, and that's great. You can tee up shows interstate, overseas, whatever you want to do, but the audience can do that too. So you can be dead before you even get somewhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or you can be elevated. You look at like say what's his name, Russell Peters, I think it is. He got elevated. Like he at one point he was doing rooms, doing normal comedy here, there, or around the world, and then he got to the point where his own sort of his Indian crowd started listening to his content and started pushing his content out there, mate, he elevated in a couple of years. He just went to this fucking superstar level, you know, and it's just right time, right place, everything fit.
Yeah, but my point is Russell Peters didn't have a podcast. He doesn't have a podcast people listen to every week.
Podcast doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter about
I
that,
feel like
bro.
it does.
Somebody filmed his
Podcast
act.
is
Somebody,
smell. I feel like
it does.
somebody,
It's just smell,
somebody went to his show, filmed
No,
his
I've
thing on
watched-
the
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
He's talked about this, filmed it, put it on YouTube, gone, check this guy out. I remember,
It was on the phone. It was a professional thing. They just put it on YouTube. It's a professional, yeah.
or whatever,
It was
professional.
amazing. Yeah, it was like 1080p. It was like
Okay,
pretty
cool.
good, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, yeah.
it wasn't it wasn't like a fucking phone in the 90s. You know what I
Right,
mean?
if you're
Like,
taking anything away from what Adam said today, don't release anything on 1080p.
No, yeah. 4K or 8, whatever.
The same thing happened with Steve Hughes and Jim
Absolutely.
Jeffries. Jim Jeffries had the gun bit, and Steve Hughes had the gay bit about like in the metal scene. You know, gay guys, it was like they're homophobic, and
Yeah.
he goes, "Well, there's nothing."
Go eat your fucking orange. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jim Jeffries had the "You just love your fucking guns" bit, and it went completely viral. They blew up.
Yeah, but Jim Jeffries, he was the punching bit too, where he got punched out on stage.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
That's what elevated him.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
He got
I don't
punched
know
on
about
stage. He said something about disabled people.
Something.
is that in Melbourne?
No, I think it was in America.
That might have been a phone recording. That one.
Yeah, and somebody's gone whack, punched him, stopped
It's
the
happened
show.
to David Williams as well. Too.
Yeah, and he elevated.
Shooter Williams. Is that what you're talking about? That guy got punched like last
The loose Aussie
Yeah,
guy.
yeah,
He got punched too. That's the same thing. He blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was scripted though. I thought they just.
It
fucking-
might.
Yeah.
But,
I
that's
don't
what people
know.
are saying. 'Cause like they
Yeah.
even said that about Jim Jeffries. But that's what elevated him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna punch Jordy last week.
Could have blown up, man. Could have been huge. Could have been
I think I
huge.
can reach.
Could you imagine the crowd kicking into both of them?
We hate both you cunts.
Shut up with your crowd work.
Does your Uber have disability access?
Disability access.
Yeah.
What do you mean, bro? It's a
Oh, you might after I'm done with it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Play something.
Balls out, boys.
Yes.
Fucking noise.
God, God. But yes, so everybody's got their own way of getting it. What do you want to do with comedy?
I told you.
What
He's
is it?
doing it.
They're the greatest ever.
So but it doesn't tell me. Like, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in, say, 2 years' time?
You see the Mark Twain Awards?
Yep.
They're gonna have an award after me.
Geez, what? Which is what?
That's going to be our snippet to promote this. Yeah.
The Mark Twain Award. Well, that's me.
The Ulutas shit talking award.
The Shania Twain Award.
The crowd work award.
The MC's already done his job, but fuck it, I'm going to have another crack at it.
No, but where do you see? No, seriously, where do you see yourself?
Yeah, top of Australian comedy. At the top.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
So in the next 2 years, that's your goal.
Let's put it this way, yeah? I'm not being cocky.
No, don't have to be.
No,
cocky.
not at all.
We're just
No,
asking.
just modest.
Melbourne is one of the best places. What did you say?
Just modest.
Oh, at least they're moccasin. But
I'm not that Aussie.
Australia is like one of the best places to do comedy in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's probably like top 5. Like Melbourne, top 5. We've got like 5
Where are
comedy
you getting
clubs.
all these statistics from?
Everywhere else is fucking
Reddit.
closed. Everywhere else is closed. How many? London's closed. New York's closed. California's
How
closed.
would you go in London, do you reckon?
Smash it. But
They
They
do.
love Turks.
They love Turks. That's the
love
thing.
Turks.
You probably nail it there.
they love
it.
kebabs.
They love a kebab, man. They love
But in saying that, right? Isn't that the truth? Aren't they? Like, how many other cities are still running fully with comedy? Probably a handful.
Well, they're going to come back at some
like
point.
Florida
it doesn't
is.
matter.
It does. They're going to come back.
Does not
But what
matter.
I'm
It's a
saying
new
is,
problem.
right now in the world, Melbourne is like top
Yeah.
10, right?
Okay.
And if you're one of the if you're a great act in Melbourne, you're up there with like being like
No, we're not talking
one
about
of the best in the world.
We're talking about
You know what I mean?
Not the.
Do you see what I'm getting
No one
at
knows
here?
what you mean, mate. I've got no idea what you're talking
Like you. We're talking about you, not
Yeah.
not other people. We're talking about yourself.
I'm trying to be the best in Melbourne right now.
Okay.
How do you think you're going with that? Where would you rank yourself? Let's say there's 1,000 comics. There's more.
I would. I've given everyone a fucking. I reckon I'm like 120th. Yeah.
Is that from the bottom or the top?
Where's he getting all these stats?
Stats man, bro.
So
Stats man.
there's 120 comedians. How many
watch
comedians
Moneyball.
out there? How many comedians out there? You're the 120. How many comedians out
Probably
there?
like 700 comedians.
At the moment in Melbourne.
Yeah, like how many? Like one. Like if you're counting like the guys that do like once a month.
Could you imagine that?
Haven't done it like
Once a
2 years.
month.
Could you imagine? He met home. Abdullah, I think they have a shared house. We blow it up. Okay, we move on to the next one. I'm getting closer. Now I'm 94. Okay. We just take him out one at a time. It's okay.
Right, so if you're 100 and something,
I love
is
that
that from
impression.
the
That was a
top
good
or the
impression.
bottom?
Huh?
If you're 100
Yeah, 120.
from the top?
120th. Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
I reckon.
Where would you rate Benny?
It's all right. I don't mind. I'm about at 700.
No, I wouldn't say 700. You're getting on stage, so that's half of it. So probably like
That's half of it.
yeah.
720.
Well, it's more than anyone else is doing. Fucking, how many people aren't just gigging at all? At least you're getting up at the bear pit. At least you're fucking balls out. You know. At least you're yeah. The greatest part of your set.
Where am I on the list? That's the question he asked you.
Alright, yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. I would say probably like I don't know, 220, 230.
Have you seen Benny do comedy?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you see me do comedy?
At the bear pit.
I didn't do well there.
Yeah, you didn't do well, and then you're like, oh yeah, I just want to shout out my podcast.
I don't give a
I
fuck.
was like, what a plug!
What's wrong with that?
Just straight bomb, and then. By the way, I listen to a podcast. With Jordy
Andrew said my podcast is better than my comedy. So
Andrew ranks 76.
76. No.
Why? You don't think so?
Where do you rank him?
I just said it.
76.
Yeah.
I'd say Andrew's up there.
He's up there, bro.
Oh,
That's
fucking
up there.
Stop it, boys.
How many comedians do you think there are?
A lot.
Yeah, but who are you putting? All right, who's your number 1? 1 to 10. Give me 1 to 10.
In Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'll probably say that Hughes guy is probably the best.
You?
Steve
You.
Hughes.
But he's not in Melbourne, is he?
Is he in Melbourne? Is he in...
No, he lives in England.
I thought he lives here.
No.
Oh,
He
I thought he
moved-
was
he
in
mo-
fucking
mo-
Cape
moved-
Victoria or something.
No. He moved about. He used to live at Glen's He moved about a year and a half ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well.
So in Melbourne.
So you're doing bullshit fucking numbers now, huh? Fucking Turks, mate. Honestly.
All right. I'm 120.
This car only costs 10 grand, but you'll be paying about 25,000.
And just like that, he's up.
Yeah, you just fucking propelled me.
Steve Hughes isn't here. Fuck, I'm going up.
Okay. Give us your list.
The best, I'd say the best in Melbourne is Fiona Lachlan, or in Australia.
She's not in Melbourne.
Oh.
She's Adelaide based.
Yeah, but they're all fucking.
No.
They're all like
No, you
here
said
and there.
Melbourne.
They're all
You
like
said Melbourne.
from fucking Brisbane and then come to Melbourne to do gigs and then go back to Brisbane, or they're all. No one's from here. Like barely any people are from here.
Bullshit, there's a shitload here.
Yeah, but they're not from Melbourne. Like Fergus is from Geelong, Hughes from Canberra.
No, but they live here. Hughes lives here.
I'm saying Hugh, Rob. Yeah, but they're from here, but they're not from here.
Oh, is
Portelli's
he
from
in the top
Perth.
10, Hugh?
I need an anaesthetic to talk about this. Like,
Don't make sense.
no. Who's?
Let's
who's
just
the-
say Australia. Yeah, let's say Australia.
Well, there's more than 700 in Australia then.
Fair enough.
If anyone's still listening, I apologise.
I'm going to split this up over 3, mate. This is not going to. This is not happening over 1.
This is
a
the
three.
fucking Snyder cut for
Yeah.
podcasts.
What's that?
So now, who's on your list?
Nerd.
Who's on your list?
As in the best
Yeah.
in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Tom Gleeson, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's number 1.
From what I
That
saw
we all
yesterday,
agree with.
yeah. Tom Gleeson, Dan Connell's probably, and
He's
probably
fucking good.
Katz. I reckon they're like all pretty close.
Okay, so 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, pretty much. I reckon. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I reckon they're.
But they're not just relying on one thing.
My favourite is Fiona Lachlan. She's my favourite comic. Yeah.
Okay.
She's amazing.
I haven't actually seen a lot of her stuff.
She's one of the nicest people I've
Yeah,
ever met.
I've seen.
Oh yeah, she gave me a phone number.
Did she? You
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
drove it home.
Nah, she's like, I'll give you a gig. I was like, fuck. I was like, shit. I'm like, you haven't seen my comedy. Yeah.
Free Uber ride. See what happens?